Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So again, Assalamu alaikum everyone. So we were discussing a little bit about power electronics, why we need it, and to find out, we were going through a simple DC to DC converter example. So in this case, we have a 100 volts voltage source, whereas on the other side we have load of 5 ohm, but it requires 50 volts across it to work properly, and current it would consume around 10 amperes. So overall power that this load is going to consume is 500 watts. Okay, so it's now significant power, not like information electronics where we have only milliwatts or maximum around 10 watts order. But now, in this case, we are actually dealing with a real world problem where we have quite significant load. So, if we don't use power electronics or power converter, then we have option of using additional 5 ohm resistance, which can which is basically the replica of the load resistance, and both resistances, they have the same voltage drop, 50 ohm 50 volts, and load also has 50 volts, and they are both consuming the same power, 500 watts. So in this case, source has to supply 1000 watts or 1 kilowatt, which makes the efficiency of this converter very low, around 50%. And we use a linear regulator. So in this case, the linear regulator could be one of the example of that is 7805 IC, which is meant for stabilizing 5 volts, and it is used in applications like microcontroller, powering up our microcontroller, and powering up like sensors. So just those applications which have information electronics. So for those applications, this kind of linear regulator is quite efficient, because in that case the power is not much larger. But when we are dealing with high power like 500 watts, which need to be supplied to the load, then this linear regulator again consumes 500 watt itself and provide 500 watts to the load. So therefore this kind of configuration is not efficient and still gives 50% efficiency. So what is the solution now? Solution is to use a pole double throw electronic, not mechanical switch. This is electronic switch, and electronically we will be connecting to position 1 or position 2, and as a result we will get 100 volts while the pole is connected to position 1, and 0 volts while pole is connected to position 2, and therefore we'll get a waveform like this, a square wave. And we know this kind of square wave has multiple harmonics in it, so therefore we want to avoid that. This is little bit of calculation how we
Sir?
will get the available. Yes.
सर ये स्विच ड्यूटी साइकिल, स्विचिंग पीरियड और स्विचिंग फ्रीक्वेंसी, इनको थोड़ा एक्सप्लेन कर दें.
स्विचिंग फ्रीक्वेंसी जो है कितनी देर के लिए, यानी कि बेसिकली हम एक PWM सिग्नल, पल्स विड्थ मॉड्यूलेटेड सिग्नल विल प्रोवाइड टू द स्विच, लाइक जो हम पिछली स्लाइड पे आ जाता हूँ. So So now semiconductor device we are not going to use in the amplifier mode or in active region. Rather, we will try to use it in saturation mode or in cutoff mode. Okay? So what we are going to do for this is we have base of the BJT. And here we have connected a load. Okay. So this could be, you know, a resistor, this could be a lamp, this could be a motor, anything else. So here we have some, let's call it VCC. This is a load. And we have connected BJT on the ground side, so emitter is directly connected to ground, and on the base side we have resistor and PWM signal. Okay, so we are again going to supply this with respect to ground and to the base of IGBT. Okay, so we will supply a pulsated voltage, and through this resistor we will be applying pulsating base current. So this base current, when its value is significant, what will happen? BJT will be operating in saturation mode, and when this this pulsated voltage has a low signal like 0 volts, then IB will be 0 and BJT will be operating in cutoff mode. Okay, so now all about is that how to generate that PWM signal. So PWM signal, if I have something on the next slides, there's something we have. So before that, जो डिटेल है वो हम थोड़ा सा डिले कर देते हैं. So आपने चूंकि अभी जो टाइम पीरियड है उसके हवाले से पूछा है, सो लेट मी टेल यू कि हम पल्स जनरेट करेंगे, सो दैट पल्स एंड ऑफ टाइम यानी हाई टाइम एंड लो टाइम. So for one of this combination, on time and low time, this time will be the switching time or time period. Okay, and this would be equal to inverse of the switching frequency. And how much for how much time we want to make the pulse high, and for how much time we want the pulse to be low, we'll talk about it a little later. ठीक है, so basically हम इसको properly design करेंगे how much time we want के pulse जो है वो high पे हो और कितनी देर के लिए we want it to stay low, और BJT जो है वो सैचुरेशन मोड में कितनी देर के लिए हो और कट ऑफ मोड में कितनी देर के लिए. तो these are ठीक है जी. सो स्विचिंग पीरियड का आई गेस अब आपको थोड़ा आइडिया है.
सर वो आपकी आवाज कट रही थी, ये आखिरी पॉइंट दोबारा बता दें.
श्योर, कि हम डिसाइड करेंगे how much time we want this pulse to be high, और BJT को हम कितनी देर के लिए saturation mode में ऑपरेट करें, and then we'll make it off, turn it off through this pulse, making it low side.
सर ये ड्यूटी साइकिल है या वो
साइकिल मैंने
स्विचिंग पीरियड है?
एक्सप्लेन किया था, लेट मी एक्सप्लेन इट अगेन, क्योंकि यहाँ पे हमारे पास दो टर्म्स हैं, ड्यूटी साइकिल डी एंड 1 माइनस डी, ठीक है। सो व्हाट इज ड्यूटी साइकिल? It is basically the ratio between on time and total switching period, TS. ठीक है। So sometime to find out how much is the on time, we just multiply the duty cycle with the switching period. ठीक है। Let's say switching period हमारा है 1 second और duty cycle है 50%. So half of the second is the on time and half of the second is the off time. ठीक है। So similarly जैसे T on with respect to TS है, similarly for the off time T off and its ratio with the time period is the off time duty cycle. Okay, so we can find this out by replacing T off and rewriting it like total period minus T on, and this is with respect to the time period. So we can write it like this, minus T on over TS, and T on over TS we just defined it like 1 minus D. Okay, so therefore now if we just want to find out T off, so we can just multiply 1 minus D, which is the off time duty cycle, with the total time period, and this is how we get the on time and off time. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Any other question related to the PWM? So therefore we will get the average value out of this waveform by calculating this integral. So we know what is the switching period 1 over TS, and integrate it with respect to 0 and TS, and later on we know we'll be just utilizing the on time. We are not concerned about the total which include the 0 value. We just want to find out where we have a significant value, non-zero value, and we'll integrate with respect to that, and that is DTS. So we'll replace that TS with the DTS, and after because the function is a constant, so therefore we will just have a input voltage, and with that integration we will get a DTS, TS and TS will cancel out, and will be left with only duty cycle value with input voltage. Okay. So this is how we will be stepping down a voltage from higher voltage to a lower voltage. Now because our square wave has lots of harmonics, so therefore we need to find out where is the DC value. So we have to filter out all the harmonics, and our output should remain only a DC value, DC component. Okay? So for this we will be using second order low pass filter, and throughout the course you'll see that we have mainly second order filter effectively being used in power electronics, and it is being used extensively. There is a reason for that, why we don't use first order, just uh, single inductor or single capacitor, or why don't we go for third order? कुछ idea है आपको? Why we are not using a single capacitor or single inductor, and we are directly using L and C filter, second order filter? Any guesses?
No, sir.
Okay, so let me little bit talk about it. Let's assume that we don't have inductor over here. So when we put the pole in position 1, what will happen?
Sir, maximum current flow करेगा circuit में से.
Is there any limiting factor to that current?
No, sir.
So there is no limiting factor of that current. So therefore the initial current, initial current is quite large for the capacitor. So initial current has to be limited by something. Okay? So what happened without inductor is that there is a burden on the switch, on this electronic switch, which is connected to position 1, and that can be damaged. So therefore we need a limiting factor, and we know that inductor can resist the change in current. So it can limit the amount of current which is which is charging the capacitor, and at the same time providing power to the load. Okay. Similarly, if I just use inductor without capacitor, what happens? And for 50% of the time, pole is connected to position 1, and then it is switched to position 2.
Sir, वो charging में
डॉक्टर लगाए तो एसी करंट तो डॉक्टर से गुजर नहीं सकते सर, तो ये उसको पास कैसे होंगी सर?
जी
सर डॉक्टर का हम ये कहते हैं कंटीन्यूअस करंट चेंज नहीं हो सकता ना एकदम एक टाइम में, तो अगर सी की जगह में डॉक्टर लगा देते हैं तो
नहीं, मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि अगर हम सी को रिमूव कर देते हैं और जस्ट इंडक्टर सर्किट में रखते हैं।
सर अगर सी रिमूव कर दें तो फिर तो हमारा फिल्टरिंग ही नहीं होगी सर।
नहीं, अभी हम फिल्टरिंग की बात नहीं करते। सो इज देयर एनी डैमेजिंग इफेक्ट?
सर वोल्टेज का है कि वोल्टेज पीक कर जाएगी सर।
एग्जैक्टली, ठीक है। सो व्हेन वी आर गोइंग टू स्विच, so because of that switching effect, the inductor voltage is going to limitlessly rise करना शुरू कर देगा, ठीक है। So therefore we have to provide a voltage limit, and therefore in power electronics जितने भी circuit आप देखेंगे, in most of the cases we are using LC filter, second order filter.
सर हम हाई ऑर्डर क्यों इस्तेमाल नहीं करते?
High order because that becomes little bit complicated. उसकी calculation जो है वो complex हो जाती है. And why we use it? अगर हमारा पर्पस सेकंड ऑर्डर से सॉल्व हो गया, देन व्हाई वी गो फॉर थर्ड ऑर्डर? आंसर इज सिंपल टू दैट. ठीक हो गया? Okay. So now we have both inductor and capacitor, and switch can be connected to position 1 and position 2, and the LC filter is designed in such a way. We'll be actually doing that design in rectifiers portion. So we wait for it a little bit. How to design it, we'll completely discuss in detail that topic. Okay. So after designing second order LC filter, we will be getting very close to DC value. That means the harmonic content in that DC value would be very small. ठीक है?
सर एक क्वेश्चन है सर.
जी प्लीज.
सर इसके अंदर सर लिखा हुआ है कि ये सर्किट जो है बक कन्वर्टर की तरह एक्ट कर रहा है. सर जो नॉर्मली सर जो बक कन्वर्टर जो होता है सर, उसके अंदर अगर एक रेगुलेशन वाला भी सर उसके अंदर एक कैरेक्टरिस्टिक होता है. मतलब अगर हम वोल्टेज को थोड़ा बहुत चेंज भी करें तो आगे रेगुलेटेड आउटपुट हमारे पास आ रही होती है, मतलब फॉर अ गिवन रेंज. तो सर ये जो रेगुलेशन वाला जो फंक्शन है, ये कौन सी चीज़ परफॉर्म कर रही है? हमारा ट्रांजिस्टर परफॉर्म कर रहा है या फिर हमारी ये एलसी सर्किट परफॉर्म कर रहा है?
आपका ख्याल है कि these components are intelligent?
नो सर, मेरे ख्याल से तो आगे फिर रेगुलेटर भी लगाना पड़ेगा इसको.
कौन सा रेगुलेटर आप बताएंगे?
सर 7805 फॉर सर इस तरह का होना चाहिए जो कि एडजस्टेबल हो, क्योंकि एक पूरी रेंज के ऊपर हमें एडजस्ट करना पड़ेगा सर.
तो फिर हम we are again back to previous slide. So we are again then back to this slide. What is the purpose of doing all that effort अगर हमने again efficiency को lose कर?
राइट सर. तो सर मतलब फिर उसका ट्रांजिस्टर ही ये कर रहा है फंक्शन परफॉर्म.
ट्रांजिस्टर में मेरा क्वेश्चन वही था ना कि is our transistor intelligent?
सर पीडब्ल्यूएम तो सर हम कंट्रोल कर रहे हैं तो हो भी सकता है सर.
यानी कि आप समझ रहे हैं कि जो सेमीकंडक्टर डिवाइस है दैट इज इंटेलिजेंट?
सर सेमीकंडक्टर तो नहीं सर, लेकिन जो हम पीडब्ल्यूएम दे रहे हैं सर उसको हम फीडबैक के थ्रू नहीं कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं सर.
Very good. So you are answering to your question your own. So actually we are making it intelligent by using a feedback.
राइट सर, राइट सर.
Okay. So next slide I think is talking about. Yeah. So आप थोड़ा सा आगे jump कर गए. This is to answer. This is the answer to your question. So how we are making this device intelligent or making this circuit intelligent is through a feedback control. And now it depends on the feedback control, how you are going to design that. Is your circuit capable enough to reject all kind of disturbance? Like कि अगर आपने load change करना है, and with that load change, is there or you are getting a valid voltage regulation or not? Similarly, your supply, like if you have connected a battery, and we know that over the time the battery voltage is not stable, it decreases when it gets discharged, right?
Yes
So
sir.
with that disturbance, when you have unstable input voltage, is your circuit able to perform the voltage regulation or not? So it all depends on how intelligently or how smartly you have developed this feedback control system. ठीक है? And that is actually part of your controller को intelligent बनाना है, इतना robust बनाना है so that it can reject the input disturbances. We are not only talking about the battery voltage. The battery voltage का एक certain span, like अगर 12 volt battery है, when it is fully charged, its voltage is around 12.6. But when it is discharged, its voltage drops to 11.1, 11.2. Okay? So this span, this decrease is not large enough. And whereas in our project, we'll be looking at the voltage disturbance round about double, by double factor. Means कि अगर आपकी input voltage जो है वो double हो जाए और half हो जाए, then is your circuit capable enough, और आपका जो feedback control है that is smart enough to provide a better voltage regulation or not. Okay? So this is, we are going to not only discuss, we are going to basically implement that. ठीक है, और आपके सीनियर्स ने अभी जो प्रोजेक्ट किया था बक कन्वर्टर with feedback control, they have actually implemented that. ठीक है, and got a very good voltage regulation. Load की तरफ voltage regulation इतना अच्छा नहीं आता, but as far as input voltage is concerned, we can get a very good voltage regulation.
एक्सक्यूज मी सर।
जी प्लीज।
सर आपकी आवाज़ एक तो स्लो आ रही है बहुत, और सर इसमें लैग भी आ रहा है, मतलब सर वो थोड़ी रुक रुक के आ रही है।
So in our project, we are going to basically implement a feedback control system, and that feedback control system we are going to design in such a way that it is robust. And by robust, I mean that this controller has capability to reject the disturbance, be it coming from the input side or coming from the load side. Okay, so how a disturbance can come on the input side, that is its voltage or variable. Okay, so by any means, be it a battery voltage or be it something else. Similarly, on the load side, disturbance means we are adding a load or we are changing a load, which means its current is changing. Okay? So when variable current is required, is your feedback is smart enough to cope with that change or not? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's now talk about a little bit about the feedback control. So what we will do in this case is we will apply a sensor to get the information of voltage. Okay? So as we have talked about earlier, for feedback, we will be using information electronics. Okay? So all the discrete components, all the components like op amps and similar things, we will use all of them to build a feedback network, which also is capable to apply or to implement the control system, the controller transfer function. Okay, and we know we can use op amp to build a proportional integrator, the differential, any type of controller we can build with the help of op amp. Okay, so we'll be using all those components which are basically used in information electronics to develop the control system. Okay, and similarly, even the reference is in information electronics. We will provide information to the circuit, information electronic circuit control system, that this is the amount of voltage we want to achieve, and certain changes will be made in the pulse width modulation. अगर वोल्टेज आपका ज़्यादा है required, यानी कि रेफरेंस का एरर ज़्यादा है, तो pulse width would be increasing to increase the output voltage, to minimize the error between the sensor value and the reference. ठीक है, और वाइस वर्सा कि अगर आपका जो आउटपुट वोल्टेज है वो रेफरेंस से बढ़ गया, देन वी हैव टू डिक्रीज, और आपका जो सर्किट होगा दैट वुड डिक्रीज द पल्स विड्थ and decrease the output voltage. Any other question related to this slide?
सर कंपेंसेटर क्या करता है?
Compensator क्या करता है? It implements the control transfer function. कंट्रोल सिस्टम तो आप पढ़ चुके हैं ना, राइट?
सर अभी पढ़ रहे हैं सर।
अच्छा, अभी पढ़ रहे हैं। सो दैट वुड बी लिटिल बिट कॉम्प्लिकेटेड, लेकिन वो आई थिंक बाय द टाइम वी आर इन द फेज ऑफ इम्प्लीमेंटेशन ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट, आई थिंक तब तक आप काफ़ी कुछ स्टडी कर चुके होंगे। And also one new thing maybe for you is the gear drive circuits. Okay, and what is gear drive circuits? Let's little bit talk about it, and let's go through it by defining the voltage levels. ठीक है, so let's say अभी जैसे हम previous scenario में कर रहे हैं, input is 100 volts, output is 50 volts. So what about the feedback network? How much voltage is required for this setup? What do you think?
सर आपकी आवाज़ एक्सट्रीमली कट कट के आ रही है।
Oh, so sorry for that. I think यहाँ पे इंटरनेट भी थोड़ा स्लो है, इससे बेहतर था मैं घर पे ही देता था। आज एक्चुअली मैं ऑफिस आया हूँ।
रिसीवर एंड पे मसला है सर।
अच्छा,
4-5 बच्चों को सर ये इशू प्रॉब्लम।
नहीं सर, मुझे भी कट के आ रही है आवाज़।
जी सर, आपके नेट का इशू।
सर मुझे भी कट गया।
ठीक है, मैं जहाँ पे आपको डिस्टॉर्शन इशू हो जस्ट लेट मी नो, आई विल रिपीट दैट पोर्शन। ठीक है
सर, वो डिस्टॉर्शन बहुत ज़्यादा है, एक ही सी पॉइंट पे नहीं आ रही।
अच्छा,
यस सर, थ्रू आउट द लेक्चर में वो काफ़ी इशू कर रहा है अंडरस्टैंडिंग।
ठीक है, मेरा ख्याल है नेक्स्ट टाइम आई विल स्टे होम, और लास्ट वीक में जो था लेक्चर वो डिस्टॉर्टेड था या वो मोर क्लियर था?
वो ठीक था सर।
जैसे ठीक है, फिर मैं
वो ठीक था सर, वो ठीक।
ओके, सो फिर हम कुछ कर नहीं सकते। सो आई एम इन ऑफिस राइट नाउ, तो नेक्स्ट जो क्लास होगी आई विल टेक दैट क्लास इन फ्रॉम होम। तो उसमें आई थिंक मेरे पास 4G डिवाइस है, एंड दैट इज आई विल बी यूजिंग डेडिकेटेडली, सो इंटरनेट इशू नहीं होगा इंशाल्लाह। ओके, सो वी ट्राई आवर बेस्ट। जो भी है, अगर आपको डिस्टॉर्शन फील होती है जस्ट लेट मी नो, आई विल रिपीट इट अगेन। ठीक है, ओके, सो now power converter is operating at high voltage. Input side we have 100 volts, and on the output side we have 50 volts. So my question is, what about the information electronics, the feedback network? At what voltage level they are going to operate? जी स्टूडेंट्स।
सर एफिशिएंसी मेंटेन रखने के लिए सर ये काफ़ी कम वोल्टेज के ऊपर ऑपरेट करना होगा सर, इसको कोई 10 या 5 वोल्ट सर इस तरह।
नहीं, इसमें एफिशिएंसी कहाँ से आ रही?
सर क्योंकि अगर हमारे 50 वोल्ट ही सर इसके ऊपर जितना बच गया वो इसके ऊपर डेसिपेट हो गया, तो सर हमारे पास तो एफिशिएंसी इसकी वही पुरानी वाली आ गई सर।
नहीं, हमने तो ये देखना है कि पहली बात तो ये कि इंफॉर्मेशन इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स तो पावर कंज्यूम करती नहीं, मतलब इन ऑर्डर ऑफ मिली वाट्स। सो यहाँ पे एफिशिएंसी का तो इतना इशू है ही नहीं।
राइट सर।
Only the limit is how much maximum voltage we can apply to like op amps or similar devices.
सर ओप एम्प्स की तो सर प्लस माइनस 12 वोल्ट होती है सर, जो हमने पढ़ा है अभी तक 741।
एक मिनट। ओके, सो इसमें जिस तरह अभी आपने कहा कि प्लस माइनस 12 वोल्ट है, तो हम 12 वोल्ट यहाँ लिख लेते हैं, ठीक है। सो कौन कौन से कंपोनेंट जो है वो हमारे 12 वोल्ट में आएंगे? These are the components which will be operating at very low voltage. So let's say 12 volt. ठीक है यहाँ तक?
यस सर।
Okay. So what about the gate drive circuit? Any idea about the gate drive circuit? Basically because we have not talked about it anywhere, not in electronics course or any other. So let me a little bit tell you about this gate drive circuit. Basically, when we are using or implementing power semiconductor devices, their saturation, I mean on mode, turn on mode, and turn off mode, or conduction or non-conduction mode. Transition between that is not as simple as we have in normal BJT. ठीक है। सो इनकी जो रिक्वायरमेंट्स हैं वो हम आगे चल के डिवाइसेस को डिस्कस करेंगे। So there I will tell you about how much is the voltage is required and to switch the semiconductor device on, and similarly to make it off. It is not simple that we just remove the signal and device is going to off. We have to make it off, and for that reason sometimes we are going to apply a negative signal. Okay, so I'll talk about it in detail later on. So right now the voltage level that is required for the gate drive, that is around 20 volts to 30 volts.
सर ये जो आपने सारा इन सर्कल किया है, इसको कहते हैं ड्राइवर गेट सर्किट।
नहीं नहीं, जो मैंने ये सर्कल किया है दैट इज फीडबैक कंट्रोल, दैट इज फीडबैक नेटवर्क which includes sensor gain, compensator, pulse modulator. These are all included in the information electronics portion. ठीक है, and they are operated maximum up to 12 volt. And then comes the gate drive circuit, which requires a medium voltage, medium level voltage, not very high, not very low, and it operates from 20 volts to 30 volts. Okay, and the power consumption of the gate drive circuit is in the order of some watts, less than 10 watt. And the purpose of this gate drive circuit is to properly provide PWM signal to the semiconductor switch so that it is able to turn on and work properly and turn off and stay off properly. ठीक है, and by these two
point
conditions,
repeat yes sir.
जी please, and by this condition we mean that when the device is on, there should not be voltage drop across the device. And it should be conducting high current. And similarly, when the device, all the any except some leakage currents.
Excuse me, sir, आपकी आवाज़ बिल्कुल भी क्लियर नहीं आ रही, तो can you kindly repeat?
I'll repeat it. So, gate drive circuit has to provide voltage and current levels such that the semiconductor device or switching device is properly turned on or turned off. Okay, so when the device is turned on, the voltage drop across it should be 0 or very small while it is conducting very high current. Okay, similarly, when the device is in off mode, in non-conduction mode, all the voltage drop is across the device and it is not conducting any amount of current.
सर इस सबको कंट्रोल कर रहा है ये ट्रांजिस्टर गेट ड्राइवर।
जी, any question?
No, sir.
जी, गेट ड्राइव सर्किट का पर्पस आपको समझ आया?
सर ये बेसिकली स्विचिंग को रेगुलेट करता है, राइट?
ये एक्चुअली थोड़ा सा मैं इस तरह से आपको एक्सप्लेन करूंगा कि जब आप स्विच को ऑन ऑफ कर रहे हैं, यू आर प्रोवाइडिंग सम करंट और सम चार्ज टू द गेट, ठीक है, एंड व्हेन वी आर प्रोवाइडिंग दैट charge to the device, this is on, and to make it properly off we have to remove that charge. ठीक है, so the purpose of gate drive is to provide the charge and remove the charge so that switching device is properly on and off. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so should we move forward?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, guys. So there are many issues when we are dealing with the power electronics or power converters. And for a designer, he has to understand all the challenges, and especially he should have a knowledge of the load, how what kind of load we are going to use for our power converter, and what load is required from our I mean के जो उसकी power requirement है, how we can meet that power requirement using our power converter. ठीक है, like कि अगर load को कुछ transients चाहिए, so how we can provide that transients means is our power electronic circuit is capable enough to provide to absorb that transient, or transient may we know that sometimes the current, it goes 2 times or 3 times higher than the normal current. Okay, so similarly we have to take care about that transient while we are designing that power electronic circuit. Okay, so that we can drive the load in a proper way, just like it is being driven without that power converter or with any other power converter if it is using a power converter. Okay, so while designing we have to keep in mind that the efficiency is a very important aspect. Okay, so we have to improve that efficiency. And while improving that efficiency, the operation of semiconductor devices or power converter should be reliable. Means इस तरह से नहीं होगा कि while during operation the power converter will stop working and then suddenly it's it starts again. Okay, so its operation should be very reliable. Otherwise, it won't be, used in. It won't be acceptable in the market. Similarly, if the efficiency is better, then there is at the same time we are saving some energy, because as we have seen in the example, if our power converter consumes 500 watt itself, it is energy hungry device. ठीक है, तो हम जो power converter बनाएं, it should be saving some energy, and therefore it would become efficient. Then there is another challenge of the size, of the weight, of the cost. ठीक है, जो हम converter बनाएं, that should have a weight and less compared to the other converters that are available in the market. ठीक है, तो उसके लिए फिर we have to work on those components. Volume कैसे reduce, component हम use करें, उनका weight कैसे कम हो सकता है, and if we are going to use very high end components, their cost would be high. So how we minimize that cost and make the device comparable to the other devices that are available in the market. And with all these parameters, we have to keep in mind also a negative impact of the switching devices, because with that switching of the devices, we are generating electromagnetic noise, electromagnetic interference that may disturb the equipments which are being used nearby. तो हमने हर चीज का ख्याल करना है जिस वक्त हम पावर कन्वर्टर डिजाइन कर रहे हैं. ठीक है जी. So with this introduction is over, so we take a break, and after the break we'll start next topic.
सर एक क्वेश्चन है सर.
जी प्लीज.
सर ये जो अभी आपने सर इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक सर जो इंटरफेरेंस जो आपने बताया सर, इसके लिए भी हम सर्किट डिजाइन करेंगे इसी कोर्स में सर?
नहीं नहीं नहीं.
अच्छा राइट सर.
Because this within that course जो अभी हमारा जो even introductory material है, that is so much कि हम barely that introductory material cover कर लें तो बड़ी बात है.
राइट सर.
तो उसमें हम ट्राई करेंगे कि we talk about the design also, ठीक है. लेकिन जो हायर एंड साइड है उसके लिए फिर we have to take another course.
राइट सर.
ठीक है जी. Any other question? So let's take a break of 10 minutes or then we start again.